E-Rock them.
We keep it real.
We keep it raw.
We keep it uncut.
All day. Marriage Takeover. Happen today in the kitchen, mixing it up. Go ahead on, drop your chat. Let us know where you checking in from. Can you hear me now? Microphone check. Oh yeah. Come on with it. What up, fam? Oh yeah. Good. Hey, hey. You good, right? Work time. Work time. Hey.
How is everybody doing?
Who in the building tonight? Hey. Baby, you start moving down, it's time to fall off.
Make it a little loose. Hey, 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 fam, how you doing? Let us know where you're checking in from.
Hey, hey, hey.
How is everybody doing? Checking in. It's live Q&A with Kitchen Conversations on tonight. Hey fam. I'm loving you guys too. It's a little toasty in here. Hey fam, it's your girl Tamika.
It's your boy, E-Rock Nim, a.k.a. Chef E-Rock Nim.
We keeping it real,
Keeping it raw.
keeping it uncut.
All day.
We are
Marriage Takeover.
Listen, we help couples win in their marriage by identifying their triggers and breaking generational cycles.
Boom.
So we want to welcome you for two kitchen conversations.
Welcome.
Where we are having a conversation with you while we're
y'all.
cooking in our kitchen every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Easton.
So let's give it a go. So
Let's ride, Clyde.
we are, and it's kind of like a Q&A session. So if this is your first time here, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. If you have any questions, the best thing to do is to go ahead and ask early so that we can make sure that your questions are answered before we get off of the live. We're normally on here about an hour, kind of give or take. You let us know.
45 more hours, Slim.
You let us know how long. If there's not a whole lot of questions, not a lot of feedback, then we end early, right?
We roll.
I want to make sure that we honor your time, but I want to first thank you all so much for inviting us into your homes during this particular time. We know that you all could be listening to anything else. You could be doing anything else. And so we thank you so much for inviting us into your space and into your homes. So thank you for tuning in to Kitchen Conversations on tonight. So what's on the menu tonight, Chef?
Oh yeah, Chef E-Rock now got on the menu for tonight is we having some honey barbecue chicken wraps.
Okay.
With some French fries.
With some French fries.
And that's it.
Okay.
Listen, you got what you need. Praise
Okay. So welcome in, everybody. Listen, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We have the chicken wraps with some fries on the menu. And it's good to be back, y'all. I know that I was not in on couples prayer. This past week, I had an aunt pass away, and so I am grateful to be back home. I am grateful that she had a beautiful celebration of life service, and just good and happy to be back home with you, with my family. And it's always great to see family. I just hate that it's under the circumstances that it has been for the last couple. Our family has been, it's been hit hard, y'all, this year. So I am just, I don't know if we could take another one this year. So I am praying that everybody holds on, that everybody keeps on keeping on. And the next time we do go home, that it really will be for a holiday or a celebration. So not for somebody's funeral. So thank you so much for your condolences. We do appreciate it. People have been reaching out. They're like, hey, when are the books opening back up? Our books will be back open next week. So if you are looking to get in to book a session, our books will be back open next week. So thank you all for your prayers. Thank you all for your thoughts, your well wishes. Again, it has been a tough season for my family, but we are built for it strong, for it tough, and so we are just keeping moving on, right? That's what you have to do, right? You grieve through your process, and it doesn't stop. Life cannot stop just because a loved one has gone to be with the Lord, if you will. So with that said, what are your questions for tonight? What are the questions? We have been having a great segment. I guess Eric has been telling me and sharing with me all the great things that's taken place during the couples prayer. So he has been on it. He has been doing some amazing things, and so I want to celebrate him for keeping things going, keeping things moving. And what's your questions for tonight? Do you have any questions for tonight? I see something that has come in. What was that? How can you rebuild trust?
Can you rebuild trust in a relationship?
Ooh.
What happened? What I missed?
How can you can you build trust in a relationship? So, the answer number one is yes. Can you build trust in a relationship? Yes. Is it hard to rebuild trust in a relationship? It depends. It depends on how bad you want to rebuild the trust, and it depends on how bad you're willing to do the necessary work, right? So how can you build the trust? Number one, you have to understand where the trust broke down.
Come on.
Right? Take it back to the most basic foundation of where you started to notice the difference, where you started to question, where you started to think differently, where the lies started, like where did that mistrust start?
Where did it come from?
Break it all the way down to the most basic thing that you thought, right? And you know how you raise your eyebrow at something, or you think about something but you don't really address it. You're just like, maybe not, because you asked the question, and then based on what the response was, you kind of go with it, and you try to trust what that process was or what that answer is, and then you believe it and you keep moving, right? But then in the back of your mind, you're like, but then you keep moving because you keep trying to go forward. Go all the way back to that thought, right? To that thing. And then ask yourself, like, number one, like, what are the value system, and what would you desire? And then ask your spouse, right? You in this relationship, like, wait a minute, like, what are we doing? Where are we going? What are the roles? What is the vision? And how are we going to move differently? Because here's the reality. The reality is, right, every single one of us wants something different for our life, the way our life looks right now. I don't care it may not be your relationship, but maybe it's your job. Maybe it's what the education that you have. Maybe it's the knowledge that you have. Maybe you want to travel somewhere. Maybe it's something, right? You want to do different inside of your life. But the reality is, although all of us want something different, all of us are not going to do the work that's required to get that different result or to achieve that different level of success. You good, babe?
Yeah.
You dropping chicken in this?
Yeah.
Ew, and it dropped all the way in the garbage disposal.
I'm gonna wash it off.
No, we not either. That is so gross.
Ain't nothing wrong with the chicken, girl.
Baby, we are not doing that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that chicken.
Baby, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Oh, okay. Y'all, he put it in the trash. Oh my God. I thought he was about to give us that dirty chicken.
It's just like when the chicken fall off the grill. Pick it up. Pick it up.
The grill is different than the garbage disposal
Pick
in
it up.
the sink.
Pick it up and dust it off.
So, right, and then you both sit down and you have that conversation to figure out, like, what are you going to do differently? And even if your spouse is not willing to do something differently right now at the moment, what are you going to do differently? Because you have to make sure that regardless of whatever is being done, whoever is doing it, whatever the situation is, you are only responsible for you and your actions and how you show up and how you respond and how you react.
Come on, mama.
So number one, you have to make sure that you are taking the time to really sit and figure out, okay, where did this start? Where are we going? How do we get there? And are we willing to do the work that's necessary to get there?
Come on. You
It absolutely can. It worked for us.
Yeah, it did.
It ain't gonna always be easy. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and tell you that it's gonna be easy. Because there are gonna be some moments where in those things, right, the triggers will come up. You'll start to see some things, experience some things that look like the old, right? That look like where you just came from. And so then you have to make a decision. Am I going to believe the truth or see the truth? Or am I going to show up differently? Am I going to respond differently? Am I going to love myself enough to do something different? Like, what exactly am I going to do in each moment, each day? You get to make a decision.
Right.
And that decision dictates and determines how quickly or how slowly
You heal from it.
you heal and the trust is rebuilt.
Right.
So absolutely you can. And the how to, again, we just identify where it started. And then what do you need to do? Like, do you really need, like, do you need a support system? Because maybe your spouse may not see what you see. Right? Get with a good support system, whether that be a therapist, whether that's a marriage coach, whether that's a marriage community that's going to support you, that's going to show you, hey, sis, hey, bro, like, we've been there. We know what that looks like, and you can get out of that, and this is what that looks like, and you're not alone. Right? Most of the time when we're going through what we're going through, we really feel like we are alone in this thing. And you're not the only one going through what it is you're going through.
No, you're not.
Let me yell that to the mountaintop. You are not the only one going through what it is you're going through, but what the enemy will do or what life will do is it'll isolate you and make you feel like you're the only one there, because when you are the only one, like, you don't, maybe sometimes it's the perception, what you want other people to perceive about you or your relationship, right? Maybe you don't want people to know these different things, so you don't say anything, you don't reach out to help, or maybe you reached out to help and it was the wrong kind of help and somebody mishandled your situation.
Ooh, that's good.
So think about those different things, and then am I willing to try again?
Am I willing?
Am I willing to seek out the best help before I go all in, making sure that I'm interviewing, that I'm watching, that I'm looking for results, that I'm talking to the right people, that I've talked to the people that's been through what I've been through. Like, sometimes we talk to people, number one, they ain't married. Number two, they ain't trying to get married. Number three, they haven't been through what you've been through. So it's easy to tell somebody who is not
close to the situation.
Not even close to the situation. It's easy for somebody who is not invested to tell you to do something that looks easy.
And can literally show you how.
Right? When they're not invested in the process, or girl, I wouldn't be dealing with that man, bro. I would be gone. I would be this, I'll be that. But God is telling you something different. When they are not invested, when they don't understand what God has told you, they don't understand the assignment that is on your life, that is on your marriage, they don't understand what is going on. It's easy for somebody to truly push you away and take you in an opposite direction. So it's really important that you understand where God is calling you, what God is saying to you. Right? And as you understand what God is saying to you, now God, bring me the divine connections. Bring me the divine resources, God, because I want to make sure that I don't mess this up. I want to make sure that I am in your will through this process. I want to make sure, God, that I don't miss you in this season. I want to make sure, God, that I'm going to somebody that is kingdom-minded, that is going to build us up, that is not going to just tell us what to do. They're going to show us what to do, and they're going to break it down in the Word of God how we should do this, and help us through our relationship with you in the process.
And show us the practical way of doing it. Come on, you said that. I just wanted to highlight.
So
that.
I just be mindful of that in this season. You're not alone.
You're not.
And don't allow anybody to make you feel like you're alone, right? So yes, you can rebuild.
Don't far away. That's right.
Yes, you can rebuild.
You can rebuild.
So it looks like our moderator's taking a nap on us.
Moderator, wake up! You on the clock.
And the neck is to the side and laid. So
come on, moderator, you are on the clock, man.
Because your financial status has changed.
What did you say, Babs?
Should you not express yourself because your financial status has changed?
What that got to do with it?
Should you not express yourself because your financial status has changed? No, I think regardless of your financial status, you should still be able to communicate. Right? I'm not sure of the depth of what where that question is coming from, but just because your financial status has changed, your social status has changed, like none of that should dictate how you communicate. None of that should dictate how you move, right? You might not be able to and I don't know if that's changed in a good way or if it's changed in a bad way, right? But your financial situation or your social situation should not dictate how you reach out for support, how you reach out to love your spouse, how you reach out to honor your spouse, how you reach out to communicate with your spouse, how you reach out to even rebuild and restore and to have effective communication.
Come on, Mom.
Like that should never change. Now it might be a little different and awkward at first, right? But it should not change how you do things or that you do things.
Right. Say that.
So yeah, those are really good questions though. Really good questions.
Woo! Remember, you make the money don't make you. So it shouldn't change who you are. No matter what your status is.
So yeah, no, these are good questions. These are good questions.
Boom.
So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is again Kitchen Conversations. Marriage Takeover Kitchen Conversations, and we are here every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just loving on you all, right? It's a live Q&A session, and just here to answer your questions that you might have.
So here's the chicken, y'all, right here. See the chicken? Finna go hook it up real quick.
So y'all.
What you got, moderator?
Nothing.
What? Oh, we quiet tonight. So, babe.
Oh, Chef Rose say y'all rich throwing away chicken.
Hold on. What did he say?
Chef Rose say y'all rich throwing away chicken.
Who throwing away chicken?
That piece of chicken that fell in the garbage disposal.
Hey, listen. I was trying to keep it. Shoot.
Listen.
I know how to I know how to range it off.
I thank God for blessing us, but I'm not gonna eat chicken.
That's not being a good steward.
That fell in the garbage disposal.
Listen, that's why you got water.
All kind of bacteria and
that's why you cleanse
and germs and no.
I can't do too much with that though. She's small.
No, listen. Listen. So what I've noticed too, I was mentioning to Eric recently, another thing that's been a blueprint, or not even a blueprint, but something else, something common. We normally like to say what's been common, what other people are like going through and experiencing, is that we are finding that there are more spouses getting lost inside of their marriage, right? And so when we say get lost, like they're losing their identity and becoming this version of wife or this version of husband, and they're losing their identity inside of their marriage.
Right.
So we wanted to be able to talk about that, and that probably will be our December podcast. I know November. Did we pick a date yet for November, babes?
I thought you said that day.
The third Sunday. Yeah. So you didn't put a thing up though, did you?
No, I'll put it up.
So November 17th, we're having our next live podcast where we are going to allow the viewers to call in, ask questions, and we're going to be having a good topic. I think that was our after dark topic.
That's
our after dark topic. So
that's the S_X.
All right. That'll be next month. But what are you thinking, or are you noticing that you're losing yourself inside of your marriage, trying to become this version of wife or this version of husband to your spouse?
Buckets. See, that's the thing right there.
Who is that? Chef Urel said, "Count me in. I'm gonna be in Chicago." Sweet.
You going to watch them Bears take another L?
Why you gonna do that to him? No, he was. Is he Chicago? Is he?
Yeah, he's a Bears fan. He just worked for an Eagle. I mean, not an Eagle, a Falcon.
Oh man. So yeah. Yes to your question. And so what are you finding, like, so when it comes to you lose, because I remember when Eric and we were still trying to figure out, like, number one, who we were, because we got married so young. And then when it came to this version of who we thought we were supposed to be, right, with our roles and all the different things that people were saying that we should be, right? We grew up with the Huxtables, didn't have the perfect examples inside of our homes or inside of our families when we grew up. But then we now are in a church setting. We're looking at all these different people, right? We're looking at the TV. We're looking at families in the church, right? Couples in the church. And these people, what we see, right? Or how people are showing us and teaching us is telling us, hey, you need to be this version of wife and you need to be this version of husband. And so on your quest of trying to become this version of wife, this version of husband, it's like you lose yourself because now you find yourself trying to please your husband, trying to make your husband happy, trying to do all the things. And then in the process of you doing that, you lose who it is you are because you feel like I'm supposed to be doing all these things. And now I don't even know like where I am now, where I'm going, what I'm supposed to be doing. And same thing for husband. I was talking with a husband recently and he was just saying, you know, man, I did all these things. Like, you know, I fixed up her credit. I made sure she had her business running. I was doing all these things, making sure that she had the right reliable cars, like really making sure that she was taken care of so she could be happy, so she could do all these things. And then I look up and I'm not the priority. And it's just like, well, whoa. Now I'm looking like, wait a minute, like what happened in the process of me trying to really think that me serve my wife and the only way that I knew how to serve my wife. And now I'm not the priority. And now they have feelings for somebody else and I'm trying to figure out how do I pick up the pieces.
Right.
Like where do I go from here because I've given my all to my wife. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, wow. And that's just one across several many stories. And it's just like, where do we stop and pause to say, wait a second.
Right.
I still love you. I am still in love with you.
Uh-huh.
But I'm losing myself trying to please you.
Come on. There it is.
And so I need to make sure that I pause so that I can make sure that I'm pleasing God and not please man. I need to make sure that God is satisfied with the way that I love. Right. That God is satisfied with the way that I'm showing up. That I, number one, understand and know who I am. Right? Me understanding and knowing who I am is that's half the battle, y'all. We've lost ourselves in trying to prove ourselves or become a version of who we think we're supposed to be. And sometimes we don't even realize who we are. Sometimes we don't even realize, like, okay, what do I really like to do? Why am I really going here? Why am I going there? Like, why are we still friends? Why are we still connected? Why am I still doing the same things that I'm doing? And then in this process of growth, because God will stretch us, in this process of growth, we feel this isolation, and the isolation will scare us. And in the process of us being scared, we will stop and gravitate back to what's comfortable instead of actually growing to the next of what God has for us.
Come on. Oh, that's it. We're going the other direction versus facing it head on. You're absolutely right there, Mama.
So I want to challenge you all. If you feel that stretch, if you feel that tug, if you feel that, listen, I have lost who it is I am trying to be, this version of wife that I thought I was supposed to be, or this version of husband that I thought I was supposed to be, and now I don't know where, like, I don't even know how to regroup. I just want to challenge you to get connected with someone, a community that's going to help build you, right? Sit and think about, like, who am I? What is it? Like, what do I like to do? What do I enjoy to do? What are my values? Because our values change. As we go through seasons of life, we have different perspectives, and we change, and we grow, and we mature. Mm-hmm. And as a result, many of our relationships stay and remain stagnant.
Right.
And we don't elevate as we're being stretched. We don't elevate as our seasons are changing. So I want to challenge you on today is to make sure that you are noticing the elevation, that you are noticing the stretch, that you are noticing when your seasons are changing. And as a notice of that, stop, pause for a moment, and reflect on what is actually taking place.
Right, one moment.
What's actually taking place here? And as a result of what's taking place, like, what do I need in my life right now that's going to carry me to this next season?
Right.
What do I need? How do I need support in this season? It was so funny. I was telling, and this is, again, by experience, right? So just, again, this past week, like, so if for those of you who don't know, and you're just tuning in for the first time, I lost a great uncle in May. I lost my grandmother a week and a half, 2 weeks after he passed in June. And then I just lost another aunt last week. And so that's just with family, right? Extended family. In the midst of our family, right? There are still things that are taking place with jobs, with work, with business, with different things that are taking place. And last week, I just wanted to reach out and call somebody, right? And just be like, can I just sit and just lay my head on your shoulder and just sit? Like, I don't know if I want to cry. I don't know if I want to talk. I just, in this moment, just need for somebody to just sit with me and just be quiet. You don't have to say anything, but just in that moment, for me to feel like we pour so much and give so much out. And in that moment, I just needed to sit and to just rest my head on somebody's shoulder, right? My husband had a lot of stuff going on. We got stuff always constantly moving with my daughter. And so I was just like, who is that? Where is that? And because I could not pick up the phone, make that phone call, and to do that without somebody trying to judge, without somebody trying to figure out, well, what's going on?
And get nosy.
Without somebody trying to have to know all the details, I was like, it's time for me to elevate. It's time. I'm at that season where it's just like, it's that shifting. And so for anybody else who's feeling that shifting, I guess I just shared that to say that, you're not alone. You're not alone.
You are not.
So take a step back and just evaluate, like, what are you needing in this season? And so I'm making a very mental and spiritual. That looks good, baby.
I try my best to do what I can do when I do it.
Inventory, right? Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, what I need in this season. And God is dropping different people in my life, and he's like, I'm noticing certain things, like from the driving company that we use to the different people that are in my hairstylist, my nail tech, like all the different people that are in my life. God is showing me, okay, I have these people set up. So when you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, these people are able to still speak and to pour, right? But in that moment, I couldn't call the driver. In that moment, like so I need like a friend, like a sister girlfriend, right? To just be like, hey, are you busy?
One that know
Are
who you are.
you doing something? Like, I just need to sit, and that's it. We ain't got to talk. I just need to sit.
We ain't got to say nothing.
And I just want to lay my head on your shoulder, and I just sit and just be quiet in that moment. And so you are not alone, sis, if you're in that space. And so it's just time for us to take inventory of where we are, and for us to really pray to God and ask God to show us what we need as we're getting ready to go to this next season.
That's good.
Yeah. So I see comments from y'all. I'm telling y'all, our moderator, her head is nodding and she is asleep. So I'm gonna have to come up and look at these comments. Trina say, "Me too." Listen, I love it. Yeah. See, listen, and it's true. Like you. Oh man, I gotta go all the way back up, y'all. Let me see. Hold on.
Absolutely, we all need that space to unwind and regroup. So I didn't have anything going up. So he works all the time, but I feel it lowered myself because I'm not the priority.
Yeah, and so the reality is even in that space, right? I have to be very mindful, right? When like just loving on yourself and finding out who you are, because and we've said this before, and some people may not agree, but I can attest to this 100%. When you're not happy with you, when you don't love you, nobody else is going to make you feel loved or give you everything that it is you desire. You gotta first love you.
Right.
They will try and try, but nothing is going to be good enough because you change.
Right.
So you gotta make sure that you are loving yourself first, and that you are making yourself a priority.
Yeah.
And I try to do that consistently. But I'm telling you, these last months, it was heavy. And so last week I just kind of got to that point, and I was just like, I need a break. I need to unwind. I need to step back, because I want to make sure that when I pour, that I'm pouring and it's not a tainted pour.
Right.
It's a purified pour.
You're not bleeding. You're actually
And
pouring.
that I'm not bleeding over the people.
Right.
And so it's really important, especially if you are in ministry, right? There are times that my heart goes out to the leaders, right? Just because when you are in ministry and when you have a business, the expectation is that you're always available to serve. That you're always available, right? That you're always there, that you always have something to give, and those that really need it are there, and they're gonna be ready for you to be able to give whatever it is you need to give. But when you need to have that break, when you need to say, I need a break, I need to step back, I need a sabbatical, I need something, God, I need, you should be able to be okay with taking that break, with saying, listen, I'm gonna close the calendars down. I need to regroup. I need to, and have that one person. So I'm looking for that one person now. And I am praying about who that one person
Lord,
is.
bring the person, Jesus. We ain't got to look. Just bring them.
I am praying for who that is going to be, just because I know in this next season it's necessary. God has brought me my physical trainer, my fitness person. He's brought me like everybody else. And last week I realized, I was like, God, I need this person. And I don't have this person.
Yeah. Y'all met my person on doing couples prayer. It's very, y'all just don't know.
I don't have this, and I need this person.
You have, because just for someone that all they got to do is just look at you and recognize, okay, you know what, you good. We can chill. We can just chill. You know what I'm saying? That's always good, because there always comes a time, because understand, this is when you sit back and look at it. It was just like with Christ. Christ was forever serving. He was forever serving to the point it got hard when he was just trying to just steal away for a minute.
Right.
Even when he on the boat trying to sleep, head on the pillar. But because the storm and they wasn't trusting who was on board, he had to get up. He trying to do it on Mount Transfiguration, but hearing the commotion that's going down it's like, hey, now I gotta come on down here. Something that my disciples couldn't do, but because they're in the wrong mindset, you know what I mean? So when you're serving, now it's not, it's just saying, it's just understanding, I gotta get to that place. It's being able to get to that place of peace of mind. Because one thing that I love about God is that He's gonna lead you to that place of rest and to that individual that will just look at you and understand, nah, we can chill, we ain't even gotta talk about nothing. We ain't even gotta go nowhere.
Right. And
We
then on
just sit
IG
right
they
here.
said I've done that. I've, lost myself in motherhood and being a wife. And so it's so easy to get to that place in motherhood and in trying to become a wife. And so sis, I'm telling you that you are not alone. From IG, TikTok to YouTube to Facebook to wherever you're watching, you are not alone. And as we get ready to wind down the end of this year, right, I want you to make sure that you are taking a moment to just take inventory. Right? My quiet place now. So I do a massage every month. I will not give that up, right? That's my me time. I want to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. There are some things that I do just for me, but like I call my throne room time. Not throne room time when I'm in the bathroom, like that. Those are my times and my moments where I can just take a woosah for just a minute.
Woosah.
And in that moment of woosah, like I get so frustrated when I'm interrupted. Because I'm just like, listen, y'all, can I just get this 1 minute? So it's got to be established in the household that this is a boundary. If mommy's in the bathroom, it has to wait. Take that moment, take that time to wind down and just, what do I need in this season, God?
Hold on. That's all we gotta do is establish that?
What do I need in this season? In this season, God, where I feel like there are places where I've lost myself, places where I have voice, places where I feel unfulfilled, places where I want to grow, places where I want to conquer. Like, Lord, what do I need to be able to get to the next season of my life? What do I need? And start annotating those things. Start seeking out those things. Start praying that God will send those things. Because here's the thing. You want to make sure that God's hand is on it before you even go to pursue it. Right. So God, show me what I need. And now, God, you bring those resources. Like, what does that look like? What does it look like to have a community of women where we're building each other up, where we are celebrating each other, where we are pouring into each other, where I realize I'm not the only one struggling with something, where I don't feel ashamed to lift my hands up to say I'm going through something and not feel like somebody is going to judge me. Like, what does that look like? What does it look like for me to say I need help? Like, am I a bad mom because I want to, like, just go and walk around Target without my child? No. Like, think about the different things that you need in this season. Think about those different things that you desire in this season. And God, bring me the reliable people that I need so that I can really trust you in this process, so that I am growing with you. That I am, like, feed me, Lord, just everything that I need in this season, and bring it easy. I don't want to have to go look hard for it. God, bring it, like, make it easy, God, for me to be able to have what I need and to sustain me in this season, so that I can grow, so that I don't get weak, right? That I don't faint in this season. Because, God, I'm trusting you here, but now I really need to make inventory and let you know, God, that these are the things that I need in this season. And I feel like I have talked all the kitchen conversation, so I am sorry, y'all.
Listen, I'm tired. Listen, you got it.
So, somebody, let's see. Hey, Warrior Bride. So, any other questions or comments? I thought I saw some more come in. And don't be afraid of where you are in this season. It is okay. Don't let anybody or make anybody make you feel bad because you are in that place or in that space. Any other questions or comments? Oh, I love you too, Warrior Bride.
Thank you for that. Just touched me.
I thought somebody said they had a question too, you know?
So I'm new and I'm glad I ran across you guys.
Oh, well, welcome. So glad to have you.
Welcome.
We are here every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. unless we're traveling. And then every Monday morning, at 9 a.m. for prayer.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, babes.
We still haven't put the question in the chat.
Okay, all right.
What happened?
So we have time for one more question if you guys want to put another question in. But I just want to admonish you and to encourage you, sis, you can just ask God where you need the support right now, right? You identify those things, and from there, allow God to send them. Lord, now send them. Because if I go looking for them, I might mess it up. But you send them. You let me know where they are, Lord. And let it be exactly what it is we need. Did you have anything, babes, for the men? Did you want to eat now, babes?
No, not yet. I put it out there. So,
Did you show your final product?
yeah, I showed it. You was talking.
Baby girl?
Thanks.
Got it.
And so, fellas, one thing I do want to say. First off, how many fellas on here? Yay for you in the building. Cause listen, I'm gonna tell you, I think we had like maybe 2 dudes or 3 dudes on Monday. But just as she was saying, man, because oftentimes we as men, a lot of people don't understand the
They
weight.
say, yes, I'm here. Okay, they showing up. They showing up.
That's
Okay.
what I'm talking about. Because a lot of times we as men, a lot of people don't understand the weight that we carry, and to the point where I thank God for my wife, because I actually had to like break it down to us like, Charlotte, listen, I understand you do this, and this. Then I had to break it down to us like, listen, I do this, and this, but then also if this is out of place, who you coming to? If baby girl does something wrong, who you coming to? Your son do something wrong, who you coming to? The bill collector call, who you coming to? And so it's like, and I had to show her, I was like, no, just look. And I thank God because she actually sat back and recognized, and so she's more attentive to me, and like she forces me to take a break. She forces me to get away.
Cause he like the Energizer Bunny. He'll keep going and going and going.
I thought that's what you love about me, baby.
He's so silly. And then he won't take a break. Like I will unplug a couple of times out of the year and go on a trip or do whatever. It's just I couldn't do that this year because we had so many family members. We had so many family members that passed. But I'm looking forward to, and then the one that we did, I didn't enjoy. I took over your conversation.
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry.
And so,
but
fellas,
he won't take a trip. That's what I was getting to. He will not take a trip. He will not unplug.
And so it's so funny because my not this Monday, but last week Monday, I was at my boy's house where, you know what I'm saying, he'll look at me like, yeah, come on. So a lot of people that was on that couples prayer met my mentor, the one I look up to, the one that understands or whatnot, my accountability partner. So it's important. It is important because understand that iron, when the Bible tells us that iron sharpens iron, meaning, listen, that's meaning I can be real before you. And for you to be the iron that is needed to also sharpen me. And it's not all the time just to always say something, but to just be there just so that iron can rest upon it.
Yeah.
And it's so, because guess what? If we keep going and going and going, you know what happens? We slip into a place to where now we're trying to be God. And then that begin to wear us out even the more.
Yeah.
And so it's very important that, and fellas, let your spouse know, let your wife know. Listen, babe, can I get 1 minute? 1 minute. And it's so important, but you got to know, understanding this, you got to know you got to be able to do that for you.
Yeah.
It's for your peace of mind. Now, fellas, if you trying to do that because you trying, come on now. Some things you got to keep 100. Fellas, I know how we think. So understand it's like, nah, when babe, I need a minute. And then guess what? Wives, give your husband that room. Give him that room. Because if you're saying, oh, he's always this, he's always that, then my question is then, what are you always?
Yeah.
Am I always on you to where I am forgetting me? Because we're here to serve one another. We're not, if I'm here trying to please you, I'm going to wear myself out.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear myself out. I know if I ask the question, how many of y'all think that I be trying, that I please my wife? No, shit, no, I don't. But but I serve her.
Yeah.
And so understanding there is a big difference between the two. And understand when you love yourself, it has absolutely nothing to do with you being vain. It has absolutely, because then that's prideful. But for you to love yourself, that's like, yo, I gotta think about my mental space so that I can be able to serve you to the fullest.
Yeah.
There was one point, wifey got on me. She says, babe, there's no reason that you go serve the world and come home and we get your laughs.
Yeah. Facts. I did.
And I sat back and thought about it. I said, how am I serving the world and losing my own? I'm supposed to be the example in the house. Because at home is where it starts. So that's telling me what I'm giving the people outside the house is nothing but it's fake. Because your house is your first.
Yeah. So
guess what I did? If I done serving folks all day, I'm coming home for the next 3-4 hours. I'm going hard. It got to the point where she was like, baby, calm down. Oh, you're doing too much. Like, what you talking about, girl? I'm here. I want you. But then when lights was out, you know what I'm saying? So I want to encourage my brothers like, yo, it is okay. It is okay. Any questions, concerns, comments? Moderator?
So we got...
Moderator.
That's good. Absolutely.
Miss Ivy said, well, she told you. Everybody said, come on, bro. Trina something said, boom. Everybody said, so good. Absolutely.
She tired.
Yeah.
We got to talk about her pay because we might have to cut back on that. I just paid her today too.
Mr. Demetrius said, yeah, I'm here. Everybody said, right. Son of the Lord.
Y'all see what we got to deal with too?
Yeah. So no, it's and that can easily happen when you're in ministry.
Yeah.
And when you have a business. So being able to communicate that in a way to where it resonates with them. And then you just reevaluate it and regroup again because it's so easy to be done.
It's so easy to. Oh no, wrong song.
So listen, we love you guys.
Man, listen, we had fun with y'all, man. Hey, please, I'm sorry. Are you gonna be? Do you still have a client on Monday? Or are you gonna be in couples prayer?
What do I have this Monday? I've got something. I got a home inspection on this Monday.
Okay.
So this Monday I will not be on prayer because I got a home inspection.
Hey, I'm gonna just tell y'all, man. For those of you that joined us on couples prayer on Monday, man? I don't know about y'all, but I had to go back and listen to that joint. Yo, wasn't that joint fire? I was just like, oh my God. I say, man, God is just so good. Y'all gotta go back and check for those that's in the y'all know where to go look at it at. But yeah, hey, we are so grateful for you all, man. Thank you all for joining us on tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed my meal that I have prepared. Tonight I had to keep it a little light. It was a busy day, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man. Listen, I want to ask y'all a question. Do me a favor. I want you to do me a favor. Drop a 1 in the chat. Let me give you some time real quick, but drop a 1 in the chat if you did like a vision board or a goals list at the beginning of the year. Drop a 1 in the chat if you did that. All right, you can put me. I did that at the beginning of the year. I'm gonna give you a couple minutes. Just drop that in the chat real quick. I'm gonna hit y'all with something.
Oh, maybe we lost them or maybe they didn't.
Moderator, you got something?
Yeah, nobody. Oh, okay, I see it now.
Yeah, y'all got ones in the chat.
I feel like, we gotta
I
slow
got it,
down.
boo.
I was like, I don't see any more comments coming through.
I was just gonna put a girl. You hang with us long enough, you gonna be putting ones. You hear me?
We put one.
You like Miss Red. you hang with us long enough, you gonna be putting ones. So hey, check it. For those of you, I just want you to do me a favor, right? And I'm gonna try my best to write this down so I can remember to ask you on Monday. But I want you to look at your list that you did at the beginning of the year. And I want you to begin to check off the things that you have accomplished on it. From the first of the year to now. All right? And what you have left, see what you got to do in order to knock those things out before this year ends. Okay?
That's good. And if this is your first time and you haven't listened in to Couples Prayer on Monday, just get your headphones, your earbuds. We realize that there are people that are already at work during this time frame. Just put your earbuds in and just know that it's gonna probably be a little comical at first. So if you're in that type of environment where people gonna be turning their heads and looking at you trying to figure out what you laughing at, just I'm just forewarning you that Eric does an amazing job in the morning time, and depending on how God is moving, sometimes he starts off a little comical, and then as the Holy Spirit starts to move, you may feel something different as God is starting to move during the couples prayer. So he does an amazing job with that.
And if you at work, just get your tissues to the side and get your church finger up. Just get your church finger up, because just in case you might excuse me, y'all. I need to step out for a second.
Right.
But this pipe bust, somebody else handle that. I got to say here. So. But but for real, please do that, because I want to ask, because I do want to ask a question. I hope I remember to write it down for Monday. All right. So if y'all can do that for me, man.
She had to dissect Monday. What did that say, baby?
I had to dissect Monday.
Oh, okay.
You gotta dissect. Why you gotta dissect Monday?
Because she's gotta pull it apart and really sit and feast and eat on it. Okay. Yeah, it was. So I heard it was good. So I missed it completely, but I heard it was good.
You gotta dissect Monday, girl. Oh, tell us.
Yeah.
What's that last one?
Absolutely, because it's heavy and awesome on Mondays.
Yeah.
So if you all can do that, man, I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you for that. Any final questions or comments?
I don't have anything.
I'll be back on Monday.
Okay, we'd love to have you back on Monday, and then we are rounding up the end of the year, and end of the month.
Yeah.
End of the month, so we will have newsletters and stuff going out on the first of November, and we're just rounding out the end of the month. So we appreciate you all coming in. There is another comment that came in.
Miss Ty said I meant what you said on Monday. I went back and listened.
Okay. Yeah. Did you get the email?
So that's what she's dissecting. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Ooh, girl.
Yeah. So.
Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Hey, I told Tamika on you now.
Did you?
And don't forget. Yes,
listen,
I did.
Let me just say this to the wife's lounge.
No.
Right? I am, when he told me that. What is going on? I was like, wait a minute.
Hallelujah.
The White Lounge is supposed to have my back. What is going on?
They had your back. That's why they didn't tell you.
What is going on?
They had your back. That's why they didn't tell you. Hallelujah.
I was like, they just abandoned me.
White Lounge, can I get a wave offering? Hallelujah.
In my moment, I was like, what is happening?
Hey, can I get a wave offering? Hallelujah.
I was like, Lord have mercy, they just abandoned me. It's just that easy to abandon me.
We got your back. We got your back, sister. We had to make sure he wasn't saying nothing crazy. I got you.
Warrior Bride said she had her fingers crossed.
The devil is another lie. Stop that.
I was like, what is happening right now?
Go and give me a wave offering. Hallelujah. Yes, Lord. Yes.
No, but we love love you guys.
But God,
so
it
much.
was fun. It was fun. I was grateful for that moment too. It was funny. She chuckled like crazy too.
I did. I was like, they did what?
Yeah,
I said,
child.
not my wife's lounge. No.
So you know I had to gas it a little bit. I had to gas that thing a little bit.
So no, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for again allowing us into your homes and into your space.
Thank you for having dinner with us.
Thank you so much for just again this time. We know that an hour is a lot for a lot of people, and we do not take it lightly that you have invited us into your space during this time. So thank you for tuning in to Kitchen Conversations, Marriage Takeover Kitchen Conversations on this evening. We appreciate you. We love you so much. We thank God for you. For those who have been riding with us for a while, listen, we love you. We thank you so much. We could not do what we do without you. And so for those who were just tuning in for the first time, who were just seeing us for the first time, we appreciate you too. We pray that you come back. We pray that something we said, something that we did has blessed you in some kind of way, encouraged you, strengthened you, allowed you to see God a little bit differently. And so we love you. And then for you to get a little bit closer to God as well. So we love you. We thank you again for tuning in. And until next time, we'll see you all on Monday morning, couples prayer, 9 a.m. All right, we love you guys. It's your girl Tamika.
It's your boy, E-Rock Nim.
Signing out.
Hello.
Love you guys.